Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving into The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma today.
Ooh, exciting.
Now I know what you might be thinking.
Another self-help book?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But trust me, this one is different.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
It's got this unique approach, almost like a thriller meets a productivity guide.
Okay.
So picture this. You're at this seminar,
Yeah.
led by this charismatic guru called the Spellbinder.
Interesting name.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like you're right there in the audience,
Yeah.
soaking up his wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
The energy is electric.
You can feel it.
Everyone's just hanging on his every word.
Right.
And then bam,
What?
he just collapses on stage.
Oh my gosh. Talk about a cliffhanger.
Yeah?
So the seminar ends abruptly,
Leaving everyone with...
leaving everyone with more questions than answers.
Right?
You strike up a conversation with another attendee
Okay.
who happens to be an artist,
Interesting.
who's just as captivated by the Spellbinder's teachings as you are.
Right. I can imagine.
Yeah.
So you're standing there processing this whole scene,
Yeah.
and this seemingly homeless man approaches you and the artist.
Okay.
This guy looks completely disheveled,
Really?
but he claims to have known the Spellbinder personally.
Mm.
And get this, he says that he's the one who taught him everything.
Oh, wow.
And to top it all off,
Yeah.
he invites both of you on this trip
Okay.
to a private island
Wow.
to learn the secrets of this revolutionary morning routine.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, so you're a little skeptical.
Yeah, just a little.
I mean, who wouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
But there's something about this guy and
Okay.
this promise of, like, unlocking your true potential.
Yeah.
So you and the artist decide to take a leap of faith
Okay.
and go on this crazy adventure.
Wow.
Next thing you know, you're on a plane to Mauritius.
Mauritius.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
No, I haven't. It's beautiful, though, right?
It's stunning.
5 hours from Cape Town.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you arrive at the airport.
And this luxurious car whisks you away to this breathtaking beachfront estate.
Town's fancy.
And here's where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
The driver drops a bombshell.
Okay.
He reveals that the homeless man is actually Stone Riley,
I'd be ready.
this billionaire,
Oh, wow.
and the Spellbinder's mentor.
Wow.
Turns out the whole disheveled look
Yeah.
was a test.
A test of character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's this reminder that appearances can be deceiving,
Totally.
right? True wealth and success are about more than just money and status.
Absolutely.
So you finally come face to face with Stone Riley,
Great.
who, by the way, is now looking like $1 million.
Oh, of course.
And he's ready to teach you everything he knows about the 5 a.m. Club.
Right.
This philosophy, based on waking up before dawn to achieve peak productivity
Yeah, I've heard about this.
and personal mastery.
Yeah.
So how does one actually become a member of this exclusive club? What does a typical morning look like?
Well, Riley says those early hours are truly magical.
Okay.
It's a time when you can connect with yourself,
Right.
focus on your goals, and get a head start on your day.
Before the rest of the world wakes up.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But is it just about getting more done?
Well, it's definitely about productivity,
Yeah.
but it's also about so much more than that.
Okay.
It's about taking control of your time, investing in yourself, creating a life that aligns with your values.
Well, how do we actually do that?
He breaks it down into something he calls the victory hour,
Okay.
which he structures into 3 20-minute pockets.
Tell me more about this victory hour. I'm all ears.
The first 20 minutes is dedicated to intense exercise.
Intense.
You jumpstart your metabolism and energy levels,
Okay.
get your blood pumping, and your mind primed for the day.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What about those of us who aren't morning workout enthusiasts?
Oh, it doesn't have to be a grueling gym session.
Okay.
It could be a brisk walk, a yoga routine, even just some stretching.
Right. Just get moving.
The key is to get your body moving and shake off any sleepiness.
That's reassuring for someone like me who prefers a gentler start to the day.
Yeah.
So what happens after the first 20 minutes?
The next 20 minutes are all about reflection and meditation.
Okay.
It's a time to cultivate stillness, clarity, and self-awareness.
I've heard a lot about the benefits of meditation.
Yeah.
But I've always struggled to make it a habit.
Right.
Any advice?
Riley suggests starting small,
Okay.
even just 5 minutes a day,
5 minutes.
and gradually increasing the duration as you become more comfortable.
Okay.
And he also emphasizes finding a style that resonates with you,
Right.
whether it's guided meditation, mindfulness exercises, or simply sitting in silence.
I'm definitely going to try that.
Yeah.
So we've got exercise, meditation. What about the final 20 minutes?
The last 20 minutes are dedicated to learning something new.
Ooh, yeah.
Reading, listening to audiobooks,
Right.
or expanding your knowledge in a field that interests you.
So continuous learning, making time for personal growth,
Exactly.
even amidst a busy schedule.
Riley believes that lifelong learning is essential for success
Yeah.
in all areas of life. Keeps your mind sharp,
Right.
expands your horizons,
Yeah.
helps you adapt to the ever-changing world around us.
I love that.
And he doesn't just mean learning for your career.
Okay.
It could be anything that sparks your curiosity,
Right.
from history and philosophy to art and music.
So the key is to make it a daily habit,
Exactly.
even if it's just for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the victory hour. But I'm guessing there's more to the 5 a.m. club
Oh, yeah. There's a lot more.
than just this 1 hour routine.
It's a whole system
Right.
of principles and strategies designed to help you achieve peak performance in all areas.
This is already sounding pretty intense.
It is, but it's worth it.
I'm eager to learn more about these additional principles.
Yeah,
Especially how they can be applied to everyday life.
definitely.
But we'll have to save that for part 2 of our deep dive.
Looking forward to it. Welcome back. Ready to learn more about the strategies behind the 5 a.m. Club.
Absolutely. In part 1, we talked about that victory hour to set the stage for a productive day, but I'm curious about those other tools you mentioned, especially the 90901 rule and the 60-10 method.
Those are two of my favorite productivity hacks from the book. Let's start with the 90901 rule, which is all about focus for 90 days.
90 days. That's a serious commitment.
It is. The idea is for the first 90 minutes of your workday, you go all in on your most important task.
So like a 20-mile march, as Riley calls it.
Exactly. That one task that'll make the biggest difference for your goals.
So we're talking prioritizing, eliminating distractions, really laser focus.
Absolutely. No multitasking, no email, no social media, just a tight bubble of total focus, as Riley puts it.
90 minutes of uninterrupted focus sounds intense. Is that even possible with all the distractions we have nowadays?
It takes practice, but the results are amazing. Think of those master artists we discussed, like Vermeer and Bernini.
Yeah.
Their intense focus is what made their work stand out.
So it's working smarter, not just harder, focused energy for maximum impact.
Exactly. And the 90901 isn't just those 90 minutes. It's about doing this for 90 days straight, making it a habit.
Okay, now that's a challenge.
It is, but there's a reward built in. At the end of each day, you reflect, celebrate your wins, and adjust for the next day.
So focused work, strategic reflection, and continuous improvement, and after 90 days, it becomes a habit.
Exactly, which leads to the automaticity point, when a new habit becomes effortless.
It just flows naturally.
Precisely. Now, let's talk about the 60-10 method, a more tactical technique for energy and focus throughout the day.
This sounds interesting. How does it work?
It's simple. 60 minutes of peak work, 10 minutes of recharging, then repeat.
So instead of pushing through, you're adding short breaks to refocus and avoid burnout.
Exactly. It's like hitting the refresh button for your brain. It aligns with how our attention naturally works, preventing mental fatigue.
That makes so much sense. It's like training for a marathon. You wouldn't run 26 miles nonstop.
Right. You need pacing, fuel, and recovery, just like for mental work.
So how should we use those 10-minute breaks? Any effective ways to recharge?
Riley suggests things like a quick walk outside, reading something inspiring, listening to music, meditating, even just closing your eyes and taking deep breaths.
Disconnecting completely from work, basically.
Yes, let your mind rest before your next 60-minute sprint.
I love these ideas. Easy to fit into a busy day.
Right.
We've talked about focus and productivity, but what about rest and recovery? Where does that fit into the 5 a.m. club?
Great question. Riley believes high performance isn't about exhaustion. It's about a sustainable rhythm.
Finding that balance to thrive professionally and personally.
Exactly. He calls this the twin cycles of elite performance.
Alternating between intense work and recovery.
Right, like Leonardo da Vinci.
He incorporated leisure into his routine.
He understood that downtime isn't a luxury. It's essential for a fulfilling life.
I think we forget that in today's world.
It's easy to get caught up in the pressure of being on all the time.
So Riley is advocating for a more holistic approach, recognizing rest as important as hard work.
Absolutely. He even dedicates a whole chapter to sleep, calling it the foundation of a world-class life.
He emphasizes that sleep is vital for everything, our thinking, emotions, health, even how long we live.
And he's right. Lack of sleep impacts focus, problem-solving, creativity, even our moods.
It's like running that marathon with no rest. You're bound to fail.
Exactly.
So, any sleep tips from Riley?
He talks about a consistent sleep schedule, a relaxing bedtime routine, 7 and 8 hours of good sleep each night,
Let
even creating a tranquility zone in your bedroom.
minimize distractions, dim lights, optimize for restful sleep.
Right.
I've definitely sacrificed sleep to get more done, but I'm starting to see it's not weakness to prioritize it. It's actually a smart move for better productivity and well-being.
You're getting it.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. Victory hour, 90901, 6010, rest and recovery, sleep. What about the four interior empires?
Ah, yes, the four interior empires. They're the framework for personal mastery.
Okay, break it down for me. What do they represent?
Think of them as the four key dimensions of our being: mindset, heart set, health set, and soul set.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's the significance of each?
Mindset is about cultivating a positive, growth-oriented mindset.
Believing in yourself, seeing challenges as opportunities,
Exactly. And focusing on solutions, not dwelling on problems.
taking control of your thoughts, knowing they shape your reality.
Riley emphasizes controlling your self-talk, replacing negative thoughts with positive ones, and visualizing what you want to achieve.
So it's about making your mind work for you, not against you.
Precisely. What about heart set? What do you think that might be about?
I'm guessing it's about emotions, relationships, things like that.
You got it. It's about emotional intelligence, managing your emotions, building strong relationships, and having empathy and compassion.
So it's about being smart and productive, but also having strong people skills and meaningful connections.
Exactly. Riley believes true wealth is in the quality of our relationships and the love we share.
It's about recognizing we need each other, we need connection.
Right. Now, health set, what do you think that one's about?
I'm pretty sure it's about taking care of our physical well-being. Things like exercise, eating right, managing stress.
Exactly. It's about prioritizing your physical health through healthy habits.
It's a holistic approach to health, recognizing that our physical, mental, and emotional well-being are all connected.
You nailed it. Riley stresses that it's not about deprivation or extremes. It's about finding a sustainable approach that nourishes your body.
Making healthy choices something we enjoy, not a chore.
Exactly. Okay, we've covered mindset, heart set, and health set. What do you think soul set might be about?
I'm thinking it's the deeper stuff, our purpose, meaning in life, spirituality.
You're right on track.
Mhm.
Soul set is about connecting with your deeper purpose, finding meaning, and cultivating spiritual awareness.
Going beyond material achievements and tapping into something more meaningful and fulfilling.
Precisely. Riley says, I've learned that being successful without feeling soulful is the highest of defeats.
Powerful. True success goes beyond external validation. It's about living with purpose and making a difference.
Exactly. To further emphasize soul set, Riley introduces the heroic human circle.
The heroic human circle. Tell me more.
It's a model for developing character and becoming your best self.
So becoming a leader, not just in your job, but in life and community.
Exactly. It's about embodying qualities like courage, honesty, humility, compassion, integrity, using your influence for good.
Amazing.
He also shares his personal insights in the book.
Really? What kind of insights?
He calls them billionaires' maxims.
What are some of them?
One is, own the magic within yourself to create magic in the world.
I love that.
It reminds us we have unique gifts to make a positive impact.
What else?
Another one is about prioritizing experiences over material possessions.
Living a rich life, not just accumulating stuff.
Exactly. And finally, he reminds us to embrace the present moment and live fully.
Appreciate each day and find gratitude for the beauty around us.
It's clear Riley is more than just a businessman. He's a mentor sharing his wisdom.
Absolutely. Now, what about the spellbinder? What happens to him?
Oh, he makes a comeback later in the book.
Really? Where does he show up?
He pops up in the catacombs of Rome.
What? The catacomb.
Remember how Riley took the entrepreneur and artist to Rome for more life lessons? Well, Rome is just the beginning.
Okay, so where do they go next?
From Rome, they go to Brazil, where the entrepreneur and artist decide to tie the knot. And guess who plans the whole wedding?
Stone Riley.
You got it.
Huh.
He orchestrates this amazing oceanfront ceremony and a celebration no one will forget.
Wow, he's like a father figure to them.
Right. Guiding them in their personal growth and now their relationship.
That's beautiful. But remember those investors threatening the entrepreneur's company.
Oh yeah, things get pretty intense in Brazil.
So what happens?
Those investors show up at the wedding with a serious threat, putting everyone in danger.
Wow. How do they handle it?
This is when their growth really gets tested.
They have to use everything they've learned from Riley and the Spellbinder.
In a life or death situation.
Putting those principles into action under pressure.
And the entrepreneur shows incredible courage.
She's come a long way.
She uses her confidence to disarm the gunman, appealing to his humanity.
That's amazing. She's a different person from the stressed out entrepreneur we met earlier.
What about the artist? How does he react?
Yeah.
At first, he's scared, which is natural.
Right.
But he steps up to protect his fiancée, showing his own growth and courage.
So they face their fears and overcome the challenge together.
Exactly. True love is about supporting each other through the toughest times.
Even after the crisis is over and the party continues, I bet Riley still has one last lesson up his sleeve.
You know Riley. He gathers the entrepreneur and the artist for a final debrief, emphasizing continuous learning and reflection.
He's always teaching.
He encourages them to keep applying the principles of the 5 a.m. Club, even as they face new challenges in their marriage and family.
So it's a lifelong journey, not a quick fix.
And just when they think they've learned it all, Riley reveals a secret. He's been holding back some advanced teachings.
Wow. He always leaves you wanting more, like the journey never ends.
It's about embracing continuous learning.
So as we finish up part 2 of our deep dive into the 5 a.m. Club, what are some of the key takeaways for you?
The book is a call to action to create a life of purpose, productivity, and fulfillment, to own our mornings, leverage routine, and prioritize our well-being, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual.
Okay, we're back for the final part of our deep dive into the 5 a.m. Club.
It's been quite a journey.
In part 2, we were left with Riley revealing he'd held back some advanced teachings.
Right, like there's always another level.
So what are these secret teachings? What does Riley unveil in this final stage of the journey?
Well, he starts by talking about something called the 20-20-20 formula.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
It's a refined version of the victory hour.
Right. Okay.
Remember the 3 20-minute segments?
Yeah, exercise, reflection, and learning.
Exactly.
So what's different about this 20-20-20 formula?
It's all about intentionality and customization.
Okay, how so?
The first 20 minutes is still about movement, but it's not just about exercise.
Oh, interesting.
It's about engaging in any activity that energizes your body and mind.
So it could be dancing,
Yeah.
yoga,
Right.
going for a walk in nature,
Exactly.
anything that gets your blood flowing and sparks creativity.
The second 20 minutes is about reflection.
Mm-hmm.
But Riley encourages you to go deeper than just meditation.
Okay.
He suggests journaling,
Right?
practicing gratitude,
Yeah.
and even engaging in visualization exercises to clarify your goals.
So it's about actively shaping your mindset and aligning your actions with your aspirations.
Precisely.
And what about the final 20 minutes?
The focus is still on learning,
Okay.
but Riley introduces the concept of deep work.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
It's about immersing yourself fully in a cognitively demanding task.
So no distractions.
No multitasking.
Just pure focused effort on a task that requires your full attention.
It's about entering that state of flow where you're completely absorbed in the work.
I can see how that would lead to significant breakthroughs.
It's about pushing your cognitive limits and achieving a higher level of mastery in your chosen field.
So Riley is basically saying that the victory hour is a great foundation.
Yeah.
But as you progress on your journey,
You need to refine and customize your routine to align with your evolving goals and aspirations.
it's about continuous improvement, always seeking ways to optimize your performance.
Exactly.
Now, I remember you mentioning something about the 10 tactics of lifelong genius.
Oh, yes. Those are gold.
Can you tell us more about those?
They're essentially a set of principles and habits that Riley has observed in highly successful people.
People who consistently achieve extraordinary results in their lives.
These tactics cover a wide range of areas.
Like what?
Things like mastering your craft, cultivating a growth mindset,
Right.
building strong relationships,
Yeah.
and prioritizing both personal and professional growth.
So it's a holistic approach to success.
It's not just about achieving external goals.
Right.
It's about developing your character, your skills, your relationships, and your overall well-being.
I love that it's about becoming a well-rounded individual, not just a high achiever.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the 5 a.m. Club, what are some of the key takeaways you'd like to leave our listeners with?
Well, the book offers a powerful framework for personal transformation,
It's a reminder that we all have the potential for greatness.
and that it's up to us to unlock that potential.
By taking ownership of our mornings
Our habits,
and our lives,
the 5 a.m. Club, encourages us to embrace the power of routine
to prioritize our well-being.
and to cultivate a mindset of continuous growth and learning.
It's about finding a rhythm that allows us to thrive in all areas of our lives.
Professionally, personally and spiritually.
I think that's a beautiful message to end on.
It's a reminder that we have the power to create the life we desire.
If we're willing to put in the effort and embrace the journey.
And as Stone Riley says,
Yeah.
own your morning.
Elevate your life.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
We hope you found it insightful and inspiring.